Hey Gigi family, I'm out here in the garden again, and what I'm doing right now is I'm finna work inside the quail coop. Gonna be dumping some fresh soil in there to give them a fresh bedding and to make it smell fresh. And I'm just gonna be using these topsoil bags that you all can see here, kind of using the hole to spread it around some. But that's what we're doing right now. You can see me in here. You can see good. Not seeing any signs of eggs, which is not unusual, I don't think. But I have my hoe in here so I can kind of help spread the dirt. Got my gloves on because they coop be nasty. But I'm going to scrape some mess off of this top of this hutch as well. Might put it out backwards. So hard and try to get that off. Excuse the noise. Woo! Honey, when I say it smells when you get to stirring this stuff up, it smells. What I think I'm gonna do is put a little dirt on top of this hutch as well, make it much easier to clean off. Cause they got it's a real roof on here. It's not just wood. Whew. Honey, that ain't fresh for nobody. Okay, I'm gonna bust open these bags and start spreading the dirt around, giving them layers of fresh dirt. Helps with the smell. And I like to start. They want to fly and do all kind of stuff. Now they want to be hostile. Okay, y'all, that is enough. If y'all get yourself on one side and sit down, but as soon as one start flapping like they crazy, then the other one do the same thing. Now, if they had done that when that cat was out here, we probably would have heard something. Woo! I don't like them flying over my head. Nah, I ain't gonna let them fly in my face, so they will get, they might get hit. Because I don't want them flying in my face. I am gonna put some dirt on top of the hut as well. That will help with that poop that they like to put up there. Hopefully that will stay up there. Hey, Lonnie is out here as well, y'all. Sorry that I'm bending over. She was out here playing with bubbles. She's got to get the hang of the machine that we have. And she's doing pretty good. She gets overly excited. So I don't know if y'all could see that in there that I have out. This have the soil on top. And I do have to dump out another bag of soil, so they'll probably be getting all feisty again. Like they don't have nowhere to go. They can all get on one side. They can all get in the hutch. They do not have to be right where they at. That's just what they doing. And all that flapping they was doing, honey, they wasn't doing none of that when that cat came around. Kaylani, get these scissors right here for me. You don't need to open it. Just grab the scissors. Take them. All right. Just hold them. Don't run. Stand right there. And I'm trying to put them in areas I know they like to be in because it helps with the smell. I am going to use my hand to kind of spread it around too, because sometimes I could do it better with my hand. I could get it in the exact spot where I want it. Hoping we get some eggs today. I want to see how they laying pattern is. And I'm still going to kind of sprinkle some smell good around here. But I think the most part that was smelling was that top of that hutch. All right. Yeah, they okay. Child, cause they birds and they frighten easily. When you inside here doing all kind of stuff, they just get frightened easily. But they will have this soil pat down very quickly. You don't necessarily have to pat it down yourself. They will get it down for you. Yeah, they like the dirt. I do need to freshen up the mulch inside the hutch, but I may come back and do that when they could calm down. I don't want to have them overstimulated and frightened for no reason. All right, I'm out of here. Well, guys, that is what we do. Thank you. That is what we do. It's just as simple and easy as that, to give them fresh bedding down in the quail coop. I just wanted you all to kind of see, what we do here. And they already pecking some stuff that they have found down there. They'll be pecking, which is some corn, stuff I threw in last night. But they'll have that dirt packed down and they're so tight, you won't even be able to tell I put fresh dirt in there. And then when it dries out, they'll take sand bath. They like to roll around in it. And they sometimes they roll around out here like a puppy. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to come and show you that. And I'll get back with you when I get to the next activity. I'm going to be showing you that. And I'll be right back. All right, fam. I am back over here in this corner. This is on the left side of the quail coop. And this is the area I want to redesign. It's just the side of my shed. As you can see, my shed is right here. And it's that little back area where we got all our extra stuff. I want to fix this area up, make it into a little oasis back here. I won't be sitting back here now because too many trees up there for me. But I will be fixing this area up. And I will put some things. You'll see what I'm going to do. Y'all will see. And it's going to be definitely a series on what I'm going to do. But I'm back here, got some of my husband's old gloves. Got my gloves. I already see a spider web back here that shall be leaving here shortly. But I definitely don't want no spider webs back here. We're going to be doing something with all the extra scraps and stuff that we had. Either just stacking it up, making it look neater. And I'm going to be pulling up these little bushes, these little gum trees. I got my hoe here. Have my little scissors, the stuff that I could pull up and move by hand. That's what I'll be doing. I'm just putting on extra gloves because I don't want to get stuck or poke with anything. When I reach down for something, I don't really know what I'm grabbing. Of course, I'm going to be looking. I have my little safety goggles on as well. And I'm just putting on my gloves and putting a pair of my husband's old gloves on top of it. Is what I'm doing, just for extra. These are some old gloves and there's some holes in it, and I don't want to get stuck. But I'm going to first start by knocking the spider down. I don't really see the spider. I like to see the spider. So I know I'm getting the culprit. And he ain't going to be making mo web and all of this kind of stuff. Usually they be in the center of their web. Yeah, he over here trying to eat, but he can't stay over here because I need my area. And it's more than one. As long as I don't see no big one. If I see one that's too big for me to clap with my hand, honey, I can tell you right now, I'm going to get some I'm going to get the raid. I got a remedy for all that. I'm going to get the raid, baby. I gotta rake this area out real good, but I need to pick and throw this stuff out here first in order to be able to do that. I'm going to keep this stick handy. And if y'all can see, it's a banana tree here. Always been banana trees back here, but they haven't grown anything in a while. My dad, he did used to get bananas, and when we had that snow, that really killed them. Because we wasn't, nothing down here was used to snow that year when we actually had real snow. Well, we had ice. That's what I say. I'm just letting you get a good look at everything that's down here in this corner. And I'm going to get back with you when I can start pulling some of this stuff out. Fam, I decided to go head on and start moving the boards out of the way first. And then I'll come back through, rake, cut down, whatever I need to do. To me, that was the hardest part, to start getting these boards out the way. But I got this. And some big pieces. I moved quite a few big pieces already. And I'm just moving them to the back of the shed, out of sight, out of mind, at least for a little while. Because I will be getting to that area too as well. But at least the boards will be stacked and they'll be organized. And these are just the size of the old quail coop. And all I'm doing is picking them up and flipping them. I'm not trying to carry them. And once I get it on the side, it's pretty much standing in the position that I want it to be in by me just flipping it and not trying to carry it. A lot easier, a lot lighter. I don't feel it in my back. I'm just using my arms and, of course, my legs. That's close enough, Kaylana. See some old busted up stuff that need to go in the trash. Now this one is a little bigger, so I might have to hold it in the middle and flip it. But as soon as I turn this corner, it's gonna be right where I need it to be. Kaylana, I'm gonna maneuver this a little bit. It's still some nails in here, some screws rather. So I'm being careful. And I'm putting it where on the side where the nails will face the building. And if we have to run through here for any reason, we won't be getting scratched up. Okay, that's all of the big pieces. Whew. My husband's out here looking. He don't have no idea what I'm doing. I just asked him, did he mind if I did something with this area? Because the outside, the yard is kind of his thing. But we just got stuff stacked over here. He said he didn't mind, but he had no idea what I was going to be doing. And guys, once I get all these little straps moved and get them stacked where they could kind of be organized, I'll get back with you when I start actually, well, I am clearing it, but when I actually start clearing things. Guys, we was out here working so hard, I almost forgot to bring y'all back in. But as y'all can see, we have it clear. We have a few little weeds and vines sticking up. We're gonna cut those. We've been pulling up some stuff and some old stuff my dad had down. But as you can see, my little alley is clear back until you get to the opening between the fence and the shed. That's my stop line for the little project that I'm working on. But that is where we are. I'm gonna continue to work, and I'll bring y'all back in when I really have this smooth out the way I want it. Cutting out some of these thick vines, trying to cut them as down far and stick these things as far down into the ground as we can. My husband was out here helping me. He's going to walk the dog because he knew I wasn't stopping. So I'm still out here cutting, just getting up some of the vine that's just running. Some from our yard, some from the neighbor's yard. So I could get them pulled up. First thing we did was get all those, move everything out the way, start getting all the boards out of the way. Y'all see these vines just trembling through over here. They probably wasn't going to help anything, but it doesn't seem to be heavy in soil over here, and I'm not going to be bringing any soil in. So y'all will see what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to be bringing any soil in to make this level and all of this. This area right here of the house, it's like a little slope over here in this area, which will be fine because that means water won't sit. Water sits nowhere on our property. This property itself is up on a little hill. We have to go up into our driveway, and I like that. We don't get water on this side when it's just raining for days. A lot of people have water holding in their backyard. Not on my block, but just in the area in general that I live in. And what I'm doing is reaching down, cutting some of these roots. I won't be able to get them from the root because I'm not pulling out no hoe today or no shovel. But if I could get these to keep these from sticking above ground, and then you won't be tripping on them when you walk over in this area, that's good enough for me. That is my goal. I have most of these things up. So that's what I'm doing, working with this tool. My husband did some. He came, he raked, I raked. We have 2 rakes going on out here. 2 or 3 little hand clippers and this big clipper, whatever this is called. I call it a big clipper. Not sure if that's the name, but that's what I'm doing, and clipping up those vines and stuff. There was some shingles down on the ground here. I think my dad probably, when he did this area, I think he probably put little shingles back that way to keep the grass and stuff from coming up in the little area that he planted in. This isn't the area where he had his greens and peppers. He had that on the other side. What we use for our burn pile is where he grew his collard green, 3 rows collard green. But he had different things over here. And that's the only thing I could think of why shingles would be on the ground if he was using it for like flooring to smother out the grass, which it works because as you can see, it's not a stitch of grass over here. And that don't bother me because what I'm trying to do over here, I don't want the grass to be over here because then I have to try to smother it out. So that helps me. All right, guys, I'll get back with you in a little bit. Now I'm a little tired now because I had to sling the hole on this one to get this root up. It was sticking up too much, sticking up like this. And anytime you walk over this way, you'll be falling on it. I wasn't having that. All right, guys, I'm going to come back when I'm done with clearing the area. Still got some little weeds, still got some little roof stuff on the ground. I'm going to come back when I have all that up. And that's going to be it. This is not going to be a complete project. This is going to be a little series on this project, but it's going to look nice when I get through. If I could get what I have in my mind, if I could get it laid out here, it'll look nice. And it's going to take me some time because I start going back to work tomorrow. So I got to go back to work tomorrow. And this is my short week. I only work Wednesday and Thursday, but Friday and Saturday I'm off, but Sunday starts my own call on Mother's Day. I wish I was going to be off. Well, I am off, but if somebody called out, then it'll be me that'll have to come in if they need me. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully everybody will come, you know, even though I've been out 3 days. But I was also sick. I wasn't out because I had a little headache on my pinky hurt or my toe hurt. So that's it, guys. I'm going to come back to you one final time to give you an overlook because I let you see how it was. You see that we moved all the boards and stuff out of the way, and I'm clearing some other stuff, and I'll get back with you all and give y'all a closer look. Okay, GG fam, I am back. And what I've been doing now since I last came on and said something is just raking over the dirt, filling in any kind of little holes that I had, because I did have to get the hoe out for some of the roots that was sticking above ground. I got the hoe out for those, and it's plenty like little acorns and stuff down here. So I'm just going through raking, kind of filling in some of the things that I cut down, kind of filling in the spot so it won't be so uneven in the path that I know I'm gonna have down here for walking, because you are gonna be able to walk through. And once I get through this whole area and I hit around that way, I want it to be an easy flow of walking. This will be a part of the garden. It will have some things back here in the garden. It's not just, I'm not just trying to make a walking path. So, but none of it will be permanent. Everything that I do out in this garden is will be able to be moved. Nothing will be permanent out here. So that's what I'm doing, taking this rake, going through, just kind of leveling things off. I started it in that back open area with the hoe, leveling it off from where I pulled up the shingles and stuff. It's still some down there, but I have a cutoff point. And that cutoff point, I stop right there. And then when I get to work behind the shed, that's when I'll get that other part. But I'm just working this area right now, fixing this area, and it'll all run in together. You know, you work in your garden, work in your yard, you have to do a little bit at a time because things aren't free. Supplies aren't free. Nothing is cheap. You know, you may catch a sale here and there at Lowe's on pavers, bricks, and whatever else, but I'm going to use some things that I already have on hand. I did purchase some stuff now. Don't get me wrong. I purchased some stuff because what I have in my mind and the layout I want over here, I didn't have any of this stuff. Maybe some ground covering. That might be it. But, you know, things just aren't cheap when you want things done. You have on socks with those shoes? You have on socks with those shoes? Okay, go put some on with those. All right, so guys, that is it. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Like I said, this is going to be a series. This is part 1. We'll be back with part 2. I'm going to continue to work and continue to record, but you will see these things in part. I don't want this to be a super long video.